Hey everybody, it's Quicken, and I have the hiccups, and my cat is really frisky right now. Stop knocking everything over, it's not your world. Hey everyone, it's Quickened. So, I have the hiccups. I wanted to make a video about where I've been the last couple days. I kind of said a little bit of stuff on my Instagram about doing a little social media blackout, and I still posted 2 videos last week that I had already filmed. I have the hiccups. Anyway, where have I been? Sorry, my memory card just burst into flames. I decided to give myself a little break from social media. The videos that I posted last week I had already filmed, so that's why they were posted, and I haven't filmed anything else that's new. I did promise that I would keep up with scheduled videos, but last week I did participate in a local art show in Philadelphia, which took up a lot more of my time than I anticipated, but these are the hiccups. A lot more time than I anticipated, but graciously so. A couple years ago, I was featured in this magazine here, and the art show that I worked with benefits like children of Philadelphia, like young art students. This magazine, I think it does, like artists in Philadelphia, people doing the thing from ages, just as young Philadelphia, but I think it's from like ages like 16 to 25. Does that sound right? So here's yours truly. And obviously I don't qualify to be featured in the magazine anymore, but I'm always happy to help, like with any art shows or whatever I can possibly lend myself to. So my friend Frank and I, now we're friends because we worked on the art show. I love you. We worked on the art show last 2 Fridays ago, and then last Friday it premiered. I invited you guys to it via Twitter if you wanted to come. Someone did approach me while I was there, so that was super awesome. But that was cool. That's where Friday's show went. And then around Monday, I got the flu. So that's why my voice sounds like this. I had a fever, and that was super cool. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'm sick at home. Now I can make content. Like, turns into dust as I try to reach out of bed. I mean, a lot of this is pretty tongue-in-cheek. I have been very upset lately, and it's difficult for me because I believe that I am somebody who provides entertainment to you. And no more hiccups. As somebody who is an entertainer, there's a lot of things that I don't want to talk about and I don't feel comfortable talking about, and I know that I have a lot of personal views that obviously don't coincide with your personal views. And I think that that's fine. I don't expect all of you guys to be vegan. I don't expect you guys to do that. And I don't push it. Like, even a few weeks ago, somebody commented and they were like, I didn't know Quicken was vegan. And that's because I don't have, I am a YouTuber who is vegan, but I'm not a vegan YouTuber. Like, I'm happy to relate to you guys if you are, whatever. This is a tangent. This is still tongue-in-cheek about what is there. And hey, maybe I have the flu because I've been outside in the rain the last week, but there's only so much that I expect you guys to stand by me with and agree with me with. But in this time, in America, I decided to take a break from social media. Obviously, it wasn't that long. It was about 8 days that I haven't been on Instagram. But in that time, I thought that clarity was really important, and I invited you guys to join me. Obviously, I think it's really difficult for us to take a step off of social media. Social media is my entire life, so I almost challenged myself to do so. However, in the news, no matter what news source you tune into, I find myself gravitating a lot more towards independent news sources Not because I think they're more reliable, but because clearly some news sources are not. It has been made very public that there are lots of fake news stories on Facebook and out there, and where I choose to collect my news and my information, I mean, we listen to NPR in the car, like there's just a lot of stuff, and I felt like I was being suffocated with all of the news that was available, social media, lots of stuff, and I wanted to make sure that I made myself an ally to you guys, and I always consider my social media platforms a safe space for you guys. But what is a safe space? Is it just a place where my bias is controlled? Like, are you all happy here? I'm not sure. I think it's a safe space. I thought, why does my voice need to be heard right now when so many other people's voices should be heard? You know, obviously I'm a woman, and that's really scary for me, and I'm very, very scared. So, you know, if you happen to follow me on Snapchat, then you saw some of this footage, and I shared that with you guys because a lot of people reached out and asked to me, like, what happens next? And I can't tell you because I don't know. I am somebody who has never, ever had an interest in politics. I took the bare minimum of social studies while I was in school. I don't understand how politics work my entire life. I have, you know, my parents have never talked about politics. I don't think they vote, but I also would never tell them to because I don't think they're educated enough. And I know that might sound like I'm insulting them, but I'm not, because I don't believe I'm educated enough. And that's really challenging, I think, to me and a lot of people, because I feel like I'm feeling really trapped because I don't understand a lot of jargon and I don't really understand what's going to happen next. I can't. People are like, appointing the chair and the Congress and the House of Representatives. I have no idea what any of that language means. And that's very, very scary to me because it's happening so close to me. DC is like 2 hours from here. And, you know, I could not conceal that. I could not come up here with a fake sense of sincerity because I've been really hurt this last week. I've felt it. I went to work the next day and strangers reached out to strangers, and I chose to not ride my bike to work because I wanted to take the train and I wanted to be around people. And if you know me, I love my bike. It's an extension of me, and it's the fastest way to work and it's the fastest way home, and it's free. I chose to take my bike, so I take the subway so I could be around people. And maybe you guys experienced it, maybe you don't. Obviously, I live in a heavily populated city, but it's been really challenging, and I really don't know what to say. And I don't think that I'm a YouTuber who knows what to say. I don't know that stuff. I don't know if I worked myself up to get really sick. I don't really get sick very often. I get sick every couple years. I guess that's it. Currently, I had a fever. I was really sick. You guys did show a ton of support on Twitter. It's really cool of you. And that's been it. I mean, even for the art show, while we were setting up, you know, we took like 7 or 8 hours to set up. At different points during the setup, we just checked up on each other and asked if we were okay. Because I don't spend a ton of time with real people. So I think accountability is huge. And just checking in and making sure people are okay. Older than you, younger than you. You know, I think that's important. And I don't know what else to do. And I'm trying, and I'm listening to people who know more about this stuff than me. And I'm remembering, you know, agencies and things along the way who have helped me, and I'm trying to help and that's all I can really do. And I know that there's an expectation of me as like a social media influencer to come out and say something, and all I can say, and my best advice is, if you need time to diffuse, take it. And if you can't see the things in your feed, take a step away from it. And you have to let some of your friends vent. And I know blanketed statements can be harsh. And I know that you might get thrown into something that you're not a part of. But you have to let your friends vent. And I know it's challenging. I mean, it is. This is all tongue-in-cheek. Maybe you relate. But right now you have to show your support and your love, and you have to show accountability. And if you need to wear a safety pin or whatever you need to do, I support you, and this is a place for support. I feel like it's a little artificial that tomorrow I'm going to go back on Instagram and just like pretend that I'm not truly scared and truly devastated and not still sick and not super overwhelmed and behind on all my work and all of that stuff. Like, I can't pretend, but like, this is the first time in a really long time, maybe ever, that I didn't turn to social media. And I've always have breakups, moving out, freaking out, don't know something, like, social media, this is the longest time I've never posted. And I'm not trying, it's not like that, it's just that, like, that's how, oh my god, don't jump on me. That's just how it's been. And even one of my coworkers, like, I always ask her, like, what's the Facebook news? Because I'm not on Facebook. And last week, she took up knitting. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, too much. What? You're small. Too much negative information coming at you all the time is going to hurt you. And yes, stay informed, stay woke, stay everything you need to be, stay on top of everything you need to know, become more educated, learn more than me, who knows fucking nothing. Like, I encourage you to do that. But at the same time, take time to diffuse. Take time to spend with your organic thoughts. Maybe walk somewhere without your phone. Or read a book, or do a task that requires all of your attention. I haven't watched a movie without checking my phone in like 3 years. And the other day, I was sick, and I was like, let me put something on Netflix that I'll watch from beginning to end. And that was a challenge. And it's really hard for me to practice what I preach, because I feel like I'm neglecting all of you guys who have reached out to me in this time, and you're like, Quicken, Amanda, what do I do? What do you do? What are you doing? Are you okay? It's really hard. And it's so much harder that I don't have that real life connection. And obviously I've been sick, there's people I could call, but give me a kiss with my flu lips. Like, I know. But your support is infinite. Also, if you've asked me about the pins, if you check the pre-order listing on my Big Cartel, it says that they come out at the end of November. So your pin hasn't been lost in the mail. It doesn't exist yet. So don't even worry about that. I feel really bad that I haven't made a big public statement about that. A couple people emailed me. Not like a ton, but anyway, that's where I've been. Art show, flu, depression, work. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of each other. You know, one of my clients, she told me that that she was walking down the street and she caught eyes with another woman and they just stopped to talk to each other and express like grief. You know, I don't I don't know if I can just stop and halt a stranger. Miss, are you okay? But I think that there should be accountability for one another. And I'm not saying go protest. If you can't, you know, that's okay. Just keep compassion in your heart and don't give up at all. It's really easy to give up, and I'm not giving up social media. I'm not. But being alone with my thoughts and not the thoughts of everybody else, and just coming up with my own ideas and my own comprehension of everything else that is not influenced by Twitter and Facebook and your auntie, like just your own organic thoughts, that has been my saving grace. And my friends, and like that's it, and my cat, and the weather's been nice, and Wawa has soy milk now. Who gets the flu? Anyway, I love you guys, and I'm sorry that I haven't been here. I started a new series. But just know that my efforts exist and they're there, and I care for all of you guys, and I care for children. I do. And I don't know. I love Philadelphia. I love you guys, and don't give up at all. Do what you need to do to heal. I recommend healing on your own terms without the influence of other people. I love you guys. Tomorrow's 5 Fact Friday. Everything's going to be coming back to normal. I need you guys too. Like, I need to post too, and when my voice comes back, you'll see me tomorrow, and from then on, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me know. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you soon.